Yeah. What up, YouTube? S-Deuce the name, Talking Wrestling is the game, man. Last night was Monday Night Raw. And it was alright. I mean, it wasn't the best Monday Night Raw, was it? It was probably a very fucking depressing Monday Night Raw. Because it starts off with Finn Balor relinquishing the Universal title because he injured his shoulder because he wrestled Seth Rollins. Now, Rollins has so far hurt John Cena. Remember, he put his nose on the other side of his face. Sting. And now Seth Rollins. I mean, and now Finn Balor. So, Mick Foley takes the belt from him. Remember, he never released, he didn't give the belt to Mick Foley, if you watch. Foley took the belt from him. So enough of that. All of a sudden, Seth Rollins thinks he's going to get the title. Here comes Sami Zayn. Here comes Chris Jericho. Here comes Roman Reigns. Here comes Kevin Owens. And then Enzo and Cass. Yeah, you heard that right. So Foley sets up a bunch of matches to see who's going to fight for the Universal title next week at Raw in Houston. And it's going to be a fatal four-way match. So by the end of the night, I'm not even going to, Cass fought Rusev. Owens fought Neville. Sami Zayn fought Rollins. Roman Reigns fought Jericho. So, fatal four-ways all set for next week. And it's going to be Roman Reigns, of fucking course, against Kevin Owens, against Big Cass, against Seth Rollins for the Universal title. Now, the funny thing about that is, Roman Reigns got suspended not so long ago. He suspended 30 days. He drops the belt to Ambrose. Drops the belt to Rollins. Ambrose cashes in. Great fucking story. Everybody's happy. Now, what people aren't happy about is, since his return, he's been in every Raw main event. He was not even advertised as a co-main event for SummerSlam yet. His match with Rusev, which never even happened, his beatdown of Rusev, went on before the main event. People are getting sick of Roman Reigns again. Vince McMahon is not smart when it comes to Roman Reigns. Not smart at all. But I digress. Fatal four-way next week for the Universal title. Raw was interesting, to say the least. Congrats to the New Day, who have been tag team champions now 366 days. But they did their 365-day celebration last night as I walk in the street to check and see if the city bus is coming. And it's not. So, there were some okay matches last night. And usually I'll talk about them, but I'm not gonna. We're gonna skip to the end of Raw. The Dudley Boys retired last night, supposedly. On their retirement, the Shining Stars come out. Primo and Epico. And Primo and Epico, of course, try to ruin the Dudley's retirement celebration, but they get 3D'd. They do the weather. Then all of a sudden, somebody comes out of nowhere and attacks the Dudley Boys. I didn't know who it was at first. Anderson and Gallows, finally being used for what they're being used, how they should be being used. And that's dominant heels. They should be beating the shit out of every tag team there. Anderson and Gallows are they're no joke. They're no joke at all. Raw last night was very underwhelming, finding out that that Finn Balor got hurt. Now, that fatal four-way, if you want to go on the Let's Talk Wrestling Facebook page, hashtag in the search bar, hashtag Let's Talk Wrestling, and you should be able to see my Facebook page pop right up, no problem, where I talk about why is Big Cass in the match, how come it's bad to have Roman Reigns in the match, and who's going to win, Seth Rollins or Kevin Owens. I know everybody expects Seth Rollins to win. Most of the people expect Roman Reigns to win, but I don't think they're going to do that. Could you imagine Big Cass? Could you imagine Big Cass, the WWE Universal Champion? What about Enzo? I'm sure there'd be a couple haters, but we don't know where that's going yet. So we wait for next week. Then Stephanie McMahon talks about Brock Lesnar, and there will be consequences for Brock Lesnar. Remember, her and Shane might not be getting along right now, but that doesn't mean she's okay with him F5ing her brother. So Monday Night Raw last night, 6 out of 10. I wasn't too impressed with it. I don't know if you guys were impressed with it, but remember, here at Let's Talk Wrestling, all there is opinions. Opinions are like assholes. Everybody got them. No gimmicks needed. I don't have a bunch of editing equipment where a bunch of bombs go off behind me or anything like that. So like, share, subscribe on YouTube, tell a friend and let's talk wrestling.